Hey everybody, it's DallasFourTwo back again with another Planet Crafter video. Today, I want to start things off by just going ahead and... Do I have any explosives? I do have some explosives, and we found a couple places where we could use them. The first one's very close to home, so we're just, without further ado, we're just going to go over there and see what's behind this explosive wall. And then, there was one other place that I found yesterday in the previous episode where there was an explosive wall as well. So after this one, we'll go over there. But we'll start right here. Alright, one wasn't enough, so I gotta get another one in here. Got it. Alright, appears to be a wreck of some sort. Let's see what it has in store for us. Hey, there's a piece of obsidian in there. I don't think I've ever found that in a loot container before. So way down, but before we go down, let's make sure we clear this level out fully. And my inventory's full. Let's go drop off. Okay, ready to go down. Thousand Terra tokens, nice. An access card. Oh, look at that. There's another explosive wall over here. That's something I've never seen before. I've never seen an explosive wall inside of a wreck. So I might have to just use my bomb here. And then we'll go do the other one on a different occasion. There it goes. First, let's see what's up here. 500 and 1,000. Nice. That'll come in handy. I'm trying to save up for that energy. Oh, I can deconstruct treadmills. Interesting. I'm trying to save up for that energy. I can deconstruct these bikes, too. I didn't know that before. The energy booster fuse is what I'm trying to save up for. So I can put that next to my power plants and get more juice out of them. That's what I'm trying to save up for. Hey, my ship came back and gave me 170 Terra tokens. Alright, not bad. Although it seems like I'm getting a lot more from these wrecks than I am anywhere else. Alright, we got another one of these over here. I can build a fuel cell for that at some point. What is it called? A fusion cell. Yeah. It's so nice not having to worry about oxygen anymore. So nice. Yeah, these have blueprints in them. I don't know if there will be any more blueprints that become available later on, because I've unlocked all the blueprints last time I checked. I don't know if more will become available or if that's just it. I can even deconstruct shelves. How about that? I can deconstruct faucets too. Not sure if I can now deconstruct all these extra things because I have the T3 deconstruct, or if they were already available at the T2 deconstruct. Alright, I'm all full up, so I'm just going to run back home and drop some things off, and we'll come right back and continue, since it's not very far. Can I do any more blueprints? I could. I got shelves. I got a treadmill. Okay, so it appears as though they drop blueprints of the things that they were. Interesting. More blueprints. Nothing with that one. Indoor bike. Nothing with that one. Nothing with that one. Faucet. No more to decode for now. I've emptied my inventory and I'm back in for another round. I think we were here. Close to here. Terra tokens! Those always come in handy. Run out. And we're back. This place is huge. What is that? Wow, this place is crazy. Whoa. There's people. Or just empty spacesuits, I guess. There's another way down. I wager I can do without all this iron. This place is huge. There's a rover in here. have I found here? It's like an engine of some sort. Doesn't look like I can do anything with it, though. Okay, I think I cleared this area out. Ah, here's the access card. There we are. Got some rich stuff in here. I'm almost full, but... Oh yeah, Terra tokens. A production multiplier. Nice. Okay, I gotta go out and drop off. I don't think I went in here yet. Here we go. That's where we were. Well, it's not the greatest loot in the world, but we'll take it. Not much of a payoff for a room that's behind a locked door with a key card. Not very good payoff, but hey, it is what it is, right? Okay, I'm done in there. Got some decent stuff. Remember, we've already dropped a load at home already, so... Actually, that's what I'm going to go to do now, is I'm going to drop another load of this stuff at home, and then we're going to go in search of Pulsar Quartz, because we need more Pulsar Quartz for a lot of the crafting projects we're trying to do now. Okay, we're all unloaded, so let's go see if we can find some quartz. I know there was some quartz out this way, in this general area, so I think we're going to head over there and see what we can find. There was all kinds of quartz over there, not just Pulsar Quartz, although Pulsar Quartz is the one that I need the most. Ah, I found an altar. Look at this. This will be my 6th key. I've now found 6 of the 10. And I've been thinking about it, and I think I remember a place where I might be able to use those once I have all 10. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, we are in the general area that we wanted to be. Guess I'll proceed on foot from here. Here we go, we're on the Pulsar Quartz. That's what we need. I'm pretty sure one of my viewers told me that you cannot set up ore extractors on quartz. It won't work for quartz. You have to actually collect the quartz in the environment, if I'm not mistaken. Blazar quartz, we'll take some of that too. We're just gonna fill up on all this quartz, as much of it as we possibly can. Ah, here's the solar quartz, I think it is. Yep, solar quartz. Some more of that. Ah, here's the green one. Quasar. Grab some of that while we're here. I think we may have cleared it out. I'm not seeing any more. I know where there was another batch of Pulsar quartz, not terribly far from here. So maybe I should go over there and take a look real quick before we head back home. Wow, look at these big old trees in this area. That's awesome. It's like a rainforest over here. Wow. What kind of flower is that? A Volnus plant. It's a 500 multiplier. Nice. I don't think I ever had one of those before. Hey, I found another altar. I believe that's key number 7. We are edging closer to that magic number of 10. I'll put it in the back of my truck just in case I happen to die on this adventure. I don't drop it somewhere. Alright, I think this was the other place that I found the Pulsar quartz before. Deep into this cave. Yeah, there you are. Not a lot of it in here, but a little bit. Where does this go? Ah, out to the crater. I haven't been down there on that island since before the crater, before the iridium thing disappeared. Wonder if there's anything there. I have to go check one of these days. Hey, the last time we were here there was a big thing of ice, and now there's a waterfall in here. Crazy. Just so happens I'm thirsty. Is this the place we went before? No, but there is a gold chest over here. Actually, these we can do without. Don't see any fish yet, but presumably they will be coming. Just refill my oxygen by going up to the top of the water. How nice is that? Hey, there's some fish. These are the fish that came out from the cenote. That's what happened. This is the cenote down here, and the reason why I couldn't get to it last time, or why I couldn't get out of it, is because the water hadn't raised to this level. Now that the water's raised to this level, I can get out of there no problem. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. I don't particularly need to go in there right now. Just want to continue searching for Pulsar quartz. Just thought I'd take a look since I was over here. Maybe I've collected all this already. Sure doesn't look like much. I know I've seen it elsewhere also, but I couldn't tell you where off the top of my head. Hey, an altar. I had a feeling there might be one of those down here. That is key number 8, if I'm not mistaken. So I only need 2 more of those. be able to do something with them. It's our old starting area, most of which is under a pretty significant body of water here. However, I wanted to look over here because this was not open like this before. It's now opened up. You can just go right through here. That's pretty cool. And we got some like corals and stuff growing down here now. Cool. I don't remember those pinnacles being in this little area before. Maybe those are growing too. We got a real forest over here now. Look at this. Wow. Okay, I'm back home. I got everything all unloaded. One thing I wanted to take a look at is how much do we need to get that energy multiplier fuse? 6,000 only. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this thing so that it'll come back with that energy fuse, and then I can plug the energy fuse into this, which doesn't currently have any fuses in it, and it should result in a big bonus to energy production on these. And if that works out, I can probably tear these down, save some resources on those. So that's something that I wanted to do. So that'll take a few minutes for that thing to come back. Let's go take a look and see where we're at with everything over here. We're going to get a T4 exoskeleton at 86. We got a little ways to go on that. Water life collector at 87. Got quite a ways to go on that. T3 ore extractor at 13. Got a long way to go on that. What do we got here? 8.3. At 8.3 KT, we're going to get a T5 heater. It's not too far away. And at 8.4 KT, we're going to get another butterfly larva. You know what? I think I got some better tree seeds now available to build. Let me go take a look and see what's in my tree spreaders currently. I like this forest over here. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that one's got a Rubaru. That's not going to get any better than that, I don't think. This one's got a 175, 250, 250. So basically I can use 3 seeds that are better than 250. If I can find 3 of them that are better than 250, then we're in business. Okay, I can probably whip out a couple of these Shriox tree seeds. Let me see if I can do it. I cannot yet build a T2 mutagen, but I have some that I've found. So I can use the ones that I've found to make 2 of these seeds. That's sequencing. It's going to be a while. We'll get the T2. We'll get the ability to make a T2 mutagen at 50T, and we're at 12.75 T on insects right now. It's got a long way to go on that. I want to get some. I want to get some rockets in the air. While we're waiting for other things to happen, why don't we get some rockets in the air? I want to get some oxygen modifier going. Let me see something here. Looking at this screen, so it shows me that I've put up 3 asteroid attraction rockets, which multiply heat by 3,000. And I've put up 1 plant rocket, which multiplies plants by 1250. So I should get some more of these rockets up, because they do a lot of good for multipliers. I've just been neglecting that aspect of the game completely. Okay, I think I got the stuff to launch some rockets here, so let's see what we can do. Let's start with one of these, Iridium rocket. It's going to drop Iridium asteroids, but I'm not terribly concerned with that. If we find them, we find them. If not, we got an Iridium mine and stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's get the next one in the air. It's going to be a plant. Actually, let's do the seed spreader first, because I have never launched one of these at all. We've launched a plant rocket, but we've never launched the seed spreader, so here we go. This one amplifies oxygen. And we got enough for a plant rocket as well, so let's send one of those up also. That'll be 2 plant rockets now that we've sent up. The heck was that? Oh, I thought it was like a giant beetle or something. It was the shadow of my trade rocket. Hey, we got energy multiplier fuse, baby. Let's go see if we can make it work in this thing. So right now, energy that we're producing is 8751. Let's see what happens after I plug this in. Now it's producing 12,960. So it's like 50% more, roughly. Nice. That's just with one fuse. If I can get 2 more fuses in there, that's going to go crazy. So, 12,960 minus 1823 still leaves us with more than 8567. So I think I'm safe to tear down these tier 2 nukes. There we go. Drop some things away here. It's still green over here in the air. There was one more rocket I wanted to send up, so let's do that before I forget. And it will be the drone visualization rocket. Up you go. Now if we look at our map, it shows our drone, and it is going over where I told it to go. I think. Slowly but surely. Cool. We're definitely going to get more drones as we go along, but that's a good start. So I wanted to see if I could send up even more of these rockets, with exception of the drone visualization, which we only need 1 of that. Okay, I got the stuff to send up a couple more rockets. I'm going to send up... I want 2 more of these to go up, so here's the first one. And here's the second one. I also want 2 more of these to go up. Here's the first one. There's the second one. I didn't have enough room to carry the other one that I wanted. I want one more of these. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I have now sent up 3 of all of the booster rockets that amplify resources. Look how fast my GTI is going up now. Oh man, we're going to be a fish in no time now. Look at that. Okay, so now let's look at this satellite screen. Yeah, so now I've got 3 seed spreaders, 3 asteroids, 3 magnetics, 3 plants. And they're bumping up all of my main resources quite significantly. Yeah, that was good. That'll help things move along a lot faster now. Oh, maybe they stack. So maybe the second iridium rocket didn't have its effect until the first one was done. That could be what's going on. We're going to have this T4 exoskeleton in no time. Alright, we unlocked the T4 exoskeleton blueprint. Let's see if we can figure out how to make it. And let's unequip that for a moment. There we go. Hey, we just unlocked the T5 heater also. Let's see if we can get that going here in a moment. There we go. Alright, what does it take to build a T5 heater? 3 iridiums, 3 superalloys. What does it take to build the T4 heater? Some of the same stuff. These are going to put off 4350 heat. These are going to put off 538 heat. So yeah, it's time. It's time to just build as many of these things as we can. Here goes. Boom shakalaka. Look at that thing. It's freaking huge. Awesome. Man, size does matter. That thing's impressive. Go. 2 of them up. So just for reference, these old ones are producing 8,070 heat and 35 pressure. New one is 67,950 heat and 280 pressure. It's a big improvement. It's like, what is it? Like an 8 times improvement? 9 times improvement, something like that. Alright, let's tear these old ones down. Big Daddy. Boom. Look at that thing. Those things are awesome. They're like bigger than my base almost. Hey, we got an aquarium blueprint. And we are in the fish level. Officially, I just got an achievement for it. And we're heading towards amphibians level. Nice. Let's see what it takes to build an aquarium. There it is. Did we already build? Yeah, we built a butterfly farm. Okay. T1 aquarium. Generates animals. I've gathered the stuff to build the aquarium, and I think it's probably an indoor thing. Looks like it. right about here. Okay, so does it produce things by itself? Or do I need to... I wonder if it just produces something or if I have to put something inside of it. Maybe I have to put something inside of it. There was this fish eggs over here. I don't have phytoplankton B. I'm not sure how to find that. That's a 1000 butterfly. That's pretty nice. I wonder if I got the stuff to make that. So I've unlocked T3 mutagen, but I never unlocked T2 mutagen yet. Funny how, I guess just the way I'm prioritizing things, it just happened to like skip right past it. When do I get T2 mutagen? I get it at 50 T, and I'm a long way off from that. So I must be lacking in my insect production, must be what's going on here. Maybe I need to see what I can do to get more insect production going on. Ooh, I'm going to gain the ability to build circuit boards and pulsar quartz. Portal generator? T6 backpack, that would be handy. T4 mutagen, amphibian farm, and so forth. A lot of cool stuff coming up. So I can't build this new butterfly yet because I don't have T2 mutagen. That's a sticking point. I have another butterfly larva. I have one more. So maybe I can build a butterfly farm for it. Hey, I just saw my drone going by. He dropped some zeolite in there. Okay, I got another butterfly farm coming up here. With azure. There we go. I'll help my insect production a little bit. What else will help with our insects? What's our best insect solution right now? This one's 75 per second. This one's 8 per second. This one's 15 per second. This one's 20 per second. Okay, so hands down, it's the butterfly farm. That is the best insects per second. Look here. Yeah, that needs some attention. So let's see if we can build. First, we need some more butterfly larvae. Larvae. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm pretty smart, but that one's stumping me. So I can't do this one because I don't have T2 mutagen yet. I could do this Leox. That's the best one that I can currently do. Let me see if I can whip a few of these out. Rare larva, mutagen, fertilizer. Got enough to build 5 of these. They'll go pretty quick. While we're waiting, we can try to build the butterfly farms. I guess I don't really have to put them over here, but might as well just keep things organized. Okay, still need the butterfly larvas for it. Why did that build? Oh, okay. So all 3 of those recipes, actually 4 of those recipes use the same recipe. So I guess it's a matter of chance which one you get out of it once you make it. Okay, while we're doing that, we just unlocked this water life collector. I guess we should try to build one of these and see what happens. Okay, I got the stuff for a water life collector. Now, let me see if we look at the map. Yeah, see, it shows fish eggs over here. So it shows me if I put this water life collector there, then I'll gather fish eggs or something. Looks like a slightly different kind over here. There's one up there. Over there. Over there. Okay. And then there's this green one. So there's some sort of a collector that'll collect these insect larvas. But I don't have the ability to build that yet. But I do have the ability to build this water life collector, so let's go plant one down over here where it showed those fish eggs at. And see what happens. What am I seeing here? What's that? Iridium. Oh, it's all that iridium from those asteroids. Go. Okay, so it's collecting phytoplankton A. And I can use this in the incubator to create fish. Nice. Moving along. Things are moving along. I got a butterfly larva I can stick in one of these butterfly harvesters here. Butterfly, what is it called? Butterfly farm. I should have another one ready over here. This time I got an A-male butterfly, which is worth 300. I wonder if this thing has a thing in it yet. I just learned how to make Pulsar quartz. Oh, look at this. This, my friends, is number 9. I'm only missing one more key. Hey, we got a phytoplankton. Wonder if I can use that to make fish eggs. A Leox butterfly. That's the one we wanted. That's the 500. Nice. Okay, we got another one going. Anything happen over here yet? Nothing. So it looks like I need to put fish eggs into this in order to generate whatever it generates. But we are on the cusp of being able to do fish eggs pretty soon. They are a phytoplankton B, a T3 mutagen, and a fertilizer. What kind of phytoplankton? I have a phytoplankton A. Okay. So maybe I should try to build another one of these and put it on this. Okay, there goes that. Phytoplankton B. Well, there's nothing for it except to get more of these collectors up on the other ones. Oh, look at this. We can put a demand here for super alloy. And we can put a demand here for iridium and for iridium rods. And we can put a demand here for uranium and uranium rods. And we can put a demand here for sulfur. We can put a demand here for osmium and for osmium rods. We already got a demand here for zeolite. We got a demand for super alloy here and for super alloy rods here. Oh, it's all occurring to me right now. It's all happening right now. Oh, snap. It's exciting. I get rid of some extra iron that accumulated. Okay, so I just put a supply order on this for all the basic resources and super alloys, which is all this stuff that it's gathering. So now my drone will go over here and collect this stuff and then send it back to my base. Okay, so I got the stuff to make a couple more of these water life things. So let's make some. Okay, couple things we need to do here. First, we need to come over here, and I got some more butterfly larvae to put into the rest of these butterfly farms. So this one's going to get a Lux butterfly, a Leox butterfly, which is good for 500. This one's going to get a Mill butterfly, which is good for 300. Do I have another one? Yeah, this one's going to get a Pinga butterfly. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to set up a fish egg collector over here. So while I'm here, I am going to put a supply order on this for all the basic resources. Oops, not that one. All the basic resources plus osmium. There we go. So it's gonna my drone will come over here and collect all this stuff and take it back to my base, slowly but surely. And while I'm here, we are gonna head over to that area. Got a big asteroid heading in. This is the kind that drops the Pulsar Quartz, which I could use some of, so that's not a bad thing to have. If I see those come down, I should really make an effort to get the quartz out of them. That is a resource that is limited somewhat. I did just gain the ability to make Pulsar Quartz, but I haven't looked yet to see what it requires. Okay, now we're on our warpath over here to get this next fish egg set up. What's it look like under here now? Oh, there's all sorts of coral and stuff. I guess fish don't just appear on their own. You gotta do something to spur their growth. So I'm getting close to where I need to be. There we go. So we're going to build one of these water life collectors. And we're going to put it right here on top of the water. And over time, that's going to produce phytoplankton. And I got enough to build one more of those things. And where's the place to build it? Let's take a look. So we got this like magenta colored one, and then there's the one near my base is like a bluish pinkish one. Ooh, here comes another one. Okay, cool. Alright, so the bluish pinkish one, this one's like a magenta one with yellow highlights. This one over here is bluish pinkish one, so that's the same as the one near my base. This one is like a yellowish greenish kind of one, so that one's new. What's this one over here? That's the bluish reddish almost. That's a different one also. That's kind of weird that it shows that here because there's no water there. How am I going to build one there if there's no water there? So I guess I'll go over here and build this one. Here we are, this is the spot. So we will build another water life collector right here. And then the other thing that just occurred to me is we can put a supply order on this for fish eggs or phytoplankton. Probably the phytoplankton, huh? So, just to be on the safe side, let's put all of these in case it happens to collect any of those. There we go. And when we get back to base, we'll set up a container where we can keep those. Okay, I'm just going to come over here and put a supply order on this as well, because I didn't do that before. Oh, look at all this stuff. Nice. Phytoplankton B is the one that I need. But let's get a supply order on here for all of these phytoplanktons and fish egg types. There we go. Okay, while I'm here, you know, I'm starting to realize, like, I don't need these auto crafters over here, but I can't take it apart now because I don't have any room in my inventory for it. Let's get a supply order in on this for all the basic ingredients, including aluminum. And same here. Go. And let's take a quick shot back to our base. Some stuff to put away. Ah, let's check this out. I can put fish eggs in here, and it gives me some fish. And it improves the overall plant or animal life of the planet. I think that's the first time I've got animals actually building. Yeah, we're officially growing animals now. Look at that. So that's how that's done. Alright. Somewhere there was something about plant... Oh, I remember where it was. It was up here. Crom fish eggs. I can make this if I have a phytoplankton B, a T3 mutagen, and a fertilizer. Let me see if I can gather that stuff. Okay, I got the stuff to make the fish eggs. It requires this, this, and this. And there it goes. Be a little while it does that. Okay, this egg is done, and I can slap that in here. So right now this is doing 4 animals. If I slap this other egg in there, now it's doing 16 animals. Okay, that Tegidae fish eggs was worth 300. Oh, so it works the same way as these, where this recipe is good for more than one kind of egg, and I managed to get lucky with a better type. Nice. Alright, so I am in the process of going through and setting up supply and demand for all my containers and all my supply areas so that we can get drones. That's what I should do, is I should try to build more drones. Stuff to... How many can this support? Can it support 3? It can support 3. Okay. Okay, so we're going to build 2 more drones, just like that. And off they go to do something. Maybe I can build more than that. Let's see if we can make 3 more. Oh yeah! Seems like there's not really a limit to how many you can make. Okay, this is a huge game changer, man. Huge game changer. Booyah. Just made a bunch more. Hell yeah. Okay, so what I have now done is I went through and I set up supply and demand on all of my containers. So all these containers demand the appropriate thing. Yeah, so each of these containers demands the appropriate thing now. And then all the stations that create things that I can automate have been automated. So, for example, if we go out here to the super alloy area, this is now set up as a supply for all the basic minerals and super alloy. And then we've got many drones. I figured out I can build more than 3 of these. I was under the impression I could only build 3, but I have now built a lot more than 3, and they're headed off in various directions collecting all the things that I've told them to collect. And this is now high priority. All my resource collectors that I have set up are now high priority. There's actually a couple more I need to fix up, so let me go do that real quick. Okay, out here is my sulfur collector, and I never built a teleporter near this one, but what I can do is I can set up supply route with all the basic resources plus sulfur, and I can make it high priority. So then the drones will come over here and collect it for me. Over here, I have a zeolite collector. I think this one's already set, but it needs to be prioritized, and it needs to also include all the other basic resources, because otherwise it will get jammed up with all that stuff. There we go. Hey, look at this. I'm starting to see fish in the environment. Fish in the environment, folks. They're just out here fishing around. I think it's just the types that I've found eggs for so far. Okay, I'm home. I have spent some time figuring out all my supply and demand routines for my drones, so they should be doing a lot of the hard work for me now. So let's take a good look at all this stuff and get a little progress report here. We are 72% to the amphibian stage from the fish stage, which we just got to the fish stage this video, so we are really moving along at a fiery clip now. Down here, we've unlocked the ability to build a portal generator, so we're gonna next session we will try to build that and see what it does. We've got a T6 backpack coming up in no time flat. It'll probably be here before I get done talking to you. And so we can build that next time also. Make a quick note of that. Okay, and then we'll have a T4 mutagen at 425. It won't take too long the way we're going. We got a T3 ore extractor coming at 1333, and we are over halfway to that. About 2/3 of the way to that. Over here on this screen, we just unlocked the insect spreader rocket, which will be nice to get up in the air. We'll try to do some of those next time. We got T2 gas extractor, which we'll also try to get that up next time. We're going to get a T5 drill at 23, so that'll take a little while. We're going to get a Serena butterfly larva at 22. That won't take too long. We got T2 mutagen coming at 50 T insects. We're still rather slow on that, but once we get this insect spreader rocket into the air, maybe 2 or 3 of them if we can, that'll really help with our insects. And now we have animals moving along too, and we're going to get our first new type of fish egg at 50 kg, which we're almost halfway to that. So, things are moving along here. Pretty cool. Pretty fun. We've got, we actually just set up a, we bought a energy multiplier fuse using the trade rocket and put it in here, and it's boosting all these energy producers by 50%. So that has solved our energy dilemma for the moment. We've got a map. We got all these drones out here that are moving around and gathering things up for me. I got them going to all my different resource collectors out in the environment to gather all the resources that we can. And I've set them all up for supply and demand, so they automatically bring them back to my base and put them away for me. And we sent up a bunch of new rockets. We now have sent up 3 each of the oxygen, heat, pressure, and plants rockets. So those are giving me a good bonus to all my earnings up here, all the progress up here. And next time we'll get those insect ones up too, and that will help a lot. What else do we have here? We built an aquarium today, which lets us put fish eggs in it, and it gives us fish, and it generates fish on the world also, so that's pretty cool. They haven't brought back any fish eggs for me yet. Okay. We just unlocked the T6 backpack. We'll build one of those next session. What else have we done today? We built a bunch of these water life collectors, which are collecting fish eggs and phytoplankton for us. We built a bunch of butterfly farms and put larvae in them, so they are helping with insects life as well. Portal generators coming next session. T2 gas extractor coming next session. Oh, we put up T5 heaters. We got rid of our old heaters and we put up 3 T5 heaters, which are very large and impressive to look at. We got a forest growing down here where we've been planting all these tree spreaders and other things down here. We got some mushrooms growing in our environment. Very cool. And did we do anything else today worth note? I think that was about it, but that was a lot of impressive stuff. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, click that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.